Hi, I'm Guià from Hopmann Marketing Analytics, and today I am going to tell you more about data-driven marketing in the financial sector. We had a fast-growing fintech company approach us because they wanted to implement digital analytics for website tracking. However, when we sat together with them, we saw a lot more of potential in their data, and also we saw some tracking gaps that we could help them bridge. So together we decided to embark in this mission to support the fast growth of the company by implementing this professionalized digital analytics and digital marketing setup. So we defined three main goals for our project. The first one was we want to bring together all of the data from the different sources into one unified data marketing stack. We are not talking about website traffic anymore. We're also talking about getting the data from LinkedIn, getting the data from the different ads that they are hosting in the different platforms so that we can have a global view. Then we want to analyze the previous communications that they have sent and the previous marketing campaigns so that we can make a data-driven decision on how to best allocate the marketing budget. And finally, of course, the ultimate goal is to continue to support the growth of the company, and that translates to an increase in the number of leads that end up being customer growth, so acquisitions for the company. How we did this was that we implemented this customer-centric marketing loop. The first step is to sit down and define the measurement framework that we want to work with. These are the KPIs and also the conversion rates, for example. Then the data engineers set up the marketing data stack where they unify the data from the different sources. And together with that, they keep in mind, of course, data protection, and they also implement consent management because the company needs to be able to identify to whom they can contact and communicate to, and also how can they do that. Once all of the data is available in the database, we need to give the company access to this data. And how we do that is that we help them establish this reporting infrastructure where they can really visualize the data and make data-driven decisions from it. And finally, how we close the loop is to ensure that the company establishes these ways of working that will help them continue to automate processes, to work more efficiently, and also, of course, to optimize anything when possible. So along the road, of course, there are always different challenges. In this case, we faced a couple ones. The first one was in terms of attribution. So it is always difficult to track customers down the road from the first contact that they have with us down to the funnel where they become a new customer. And how we helped bridge this gap was by implementing this unique identifier in the database so that we could really identify customers across different channels, and of course that always comes together with consent and data protection. The next challenge that we had was in terms of data quality. This is a very common challenge across all industries, and our data engineers did a marvelous job with this by merging the sources and also automating the data feed into the data stack and handling these issues. So finally, what we can say is that we help this company establish a professional marketing setup. We accomplished our three main goals. They now have a marketing data stack that unifies all of their data. They can access it with the reporting infrastructure so they can derive insights from it, and they can, for example, decide how to allocate the marketing budget from the data. They have view on the different customers that they have, and they can also use segmentation for that. And in general, they have more transparency and visibility into the data. So if this was interesting to you, maybe you want to learn more about it, or maybe you're facing a similar challenge, do not hesitate to reach out to us. We are very happy to talk to you.